I should have saved. Descend to a lower area. Ephemeral location. The positioning of that is certainly something. Visit an ephemeral location. The Rust Mother Artificial Cave. Did I turn up the sound? I did. Well, as long as there are no loud sounds, then I'll be good. Just in case, though. You must always have your weapon at the ready. Who knows what horrible things lurk. The Rust Mother has several special ventricles she would like you to know about. The Rust Mother is doing her duties diligently still, whirring and clanking on the inside as she flows a mixture of oxides and carbon through her veins and into the greater world. The Rust Mother is giving off a strong oxidizing scent. You feel like your helmet might rust right into your skull if you stay here too long. Rust like milk, rust like life of blood. Rust is the most you can really make in the world. After a while, even brains become rust, don't you think? Remember, rust is a currency. Rust is a game. Hello dear. It's a tough job we've got. Ever seen a rusty shovel? How about a rotten metal boat? That's our duty. They birth the rust that eats away at every bit of metal on the planet. It's an important position. Having rust within every vein, every duct. Let me tell you, it takes some getting used to. But after a while, you wouldn't have it any other way. And I cannot kill you. What an interesting place. Let's go to the hard structure. I didn't save my game. Okay, well. Hard structures are all around us. What is a building? A fantastic assembly of truths. What forms the dirt beneath our feet? How does it think? How does it respirate? What does a hard structure eat? Earth is created of buildings that we make. An elevator is like a throat for a hard structure. Okay, the story's certainly going in a different direction. But this elevator will be the one uniting thing. Alright, I'm definitely gonna need my hammer though. Am I in hell? Ah. Oh, so it... I guess it's like... We're kind of in, I guess the lower blood area that we could kind of see from the hospital. I don't know what you are. You look like one of them bloopers from Super Mario Sunshine. Are you an enemy? You're not. You're a building. The building bed writhes, trying to ignore the pain it's in. What a shame. Our young buildings are afflicted with a bad case of parasitic silkworms. Even if we kill all of them, it'll take months for the open sores to heal. The building bed is just starting to excrete subcutaneous cement. The question is, are there things for me to kill? What the hell are you? His flat face will be put to good use as a load-bearing surface. I never had a backbone in life. Now I'm so much better. I am the backbone, the underlying structure. His flat face will be... Oh, wait. The Basil Man practices gnashing his teeth for later. Trash. I hear that someone's soul is a part of that. Mushroom! Oh my god! I am not going to find out what that thing does if it's given enough time to stew. Moth. The Basil Man sees nothing he hasn't seen before. Pheromones are incredibly important to a building's life cycle. When it's time to reproduce and die, a building will produce special pheromones, black mold, to repel its current hosts and promote habitation of its children. The Basil Man is strong and made of bloody lumps. Interesting. This was... Hi, I can see you there. Itchy. Much like the allergy shots. I'm ready to swat something out of the sky. What does this all mean, though? Imagine there's something with parents. Is there something coming at me? I guess not. Alright, what's the deal with this? What are you? Sulfur, a smelly crystal. Now that I think about it... Oh god, there was something! I knew it! I knew that sound wasn't for nothing! Well, we're gonna beat each other until one of us is dead. I imagine that's another one of them coming down the lane. God, I knew that there was... That was why I paused there. I was listening, because it sounded like there was something coming closer in my direction. I just couldn't place my finger on it. I overhealed. Ah, man. Mushroom! There was no point to that. Where did you even come from? Did that thing literally walk from like the other side of the map just to get to me? Oh, I guess it wasn't that creature. The building bed trickles a bit in a frustrated way. Well, isn't this great? That's the main root sphincter. Isn't it a beaut? Problem is, with all these moths around, it's closed up tight, so we can't go and check up on the roots of these buildings until they're gone. What a pain. The building bed is just starting to excrete a subcutaneous cement. So this is the colon. This is taking a much different turn than what I was expecting. There's a lot more bodily creations at play here. The building bed is particularly frothy today. Sometimes I dream about what it'd be like to be a building. God, wouldn't that be wonderful? To feel all those people inside of me. The building bed is greasy, but what isn't around here? Really? That's nothing? There must be a secret somewhere around here. What are you? The inner man is somewhat like a barnacle and somewhat like a free soul. The inner man is touched in the best of ways. I'm assuming you're a monster? Yes, you are. You're quite fast. Unfortunately for you. Wait, is there another one of you? My hammer ain't strong enough to break a boulder, unfortunately. Nice. DDT, a poisonous crystal chemical. Mushroom. Ah. The building bed loves buildings so frickin' much. Every single surface in the building is lined with a thin series of microscopic taste buds. I think you owe them a taste with all they've done for you. The building bed is feeling pretty good about itself. I like that. Interesting way to say that rugs are the taste buds. Food. Mushroom. Did you eat this mushroom? The building bed moves in a way that shows how much it cares about a steady diet in a young skyscraper's life. Ah, his first graffiti. Graffiti is how buildings speak to us people. Looks like someone's hungry. The building bed is surprisingly prickly. What? Damn it. I could have easily swatted that thing before it got to me. The inner man shakes and wobbles, dripping profusely out of the front. It's making a clicking noise with its throat. Click, 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 click. The inner man feels like a good educational experience. You can learn so much from touching the insides. Mushroom. The building bed looks out at the moon fondly and remembers a time when there was no moon in the sky. Of course, we will never live to see our buildings flourish, but we know that. It's a thankless job, but an important one too. The building bed feels surprisingly cold and stiff to the touch. See? Alright, what's you? The piss lipid shakes and dances. There's a smell of urea in the air. Oh boy, do you think I can be your good boy? Can I be your little good boy? Wet and jelly movement. Yep, I'm sorry, but no, you can't be my... Yeah. You are not a good boy. Is there a purpose to smashing all of the mushroom? Or am I just doing that for no reason? The building bed looks particularly distrustful of insects. If you can get some pesticide together, we'll be able to kill these damn silkworm moths all at once. Bring the ingredients to that machine, okay? The building bed is slightly caustic. Is it just the 2 ingredients here? Nope, there is one more that I do not have. Probably around that area with the, one floating head that I missed. Ah, here. I believe so, anyway. Hi there. Goodbye. Is this supposed to be like butterflies in your stomach? A noxious cleaner, bromine. Nice work. Look at those freaks drop. I'd say you deserve a reward for your hard work. There's an egg-like thing you might like down under the buildings. I for one hate eggs. They give me the heebie-jeebies. Ah, the way is open now. The ornament is doing a good job at being a part of the floor. Clicking sounds. The ornament lacks inhibitions and dreams. I will take that key off your hands, though. Ah, now that's better. Take a look. The grand sphincter has finally opened for us once again. Excellent. I've now entered someone's rectum. The building bed looks at the taproot with utter reverence. This is the great taproot. All buildings owe to it. Every building you have ever seen is simply a genetic clone of this taproot. Please be careful around it. It is very sensitive. The building bed is covered in taproot sludge. Well, what have you done? I have brought ruin to this world. I can't do a quick check. I was gonna go see if I could see what happens if I talk to the NPCs. Oh wait, no, I should have killed that guy. Shouldn't have left any witnesses. Where are you dropping these eggs? Alright. Instructions. Viruses do not exist. Illness is simply your body punishing you for what you have done wrong. Certain folks would believe you, believe it or not. Huh? Oh no. You know it's bad when even our main character is stumped. What kind of place is this? What do these buildings do? Why is this place... Elevator. Do you recognize this place? Does it not seem familiar to you? I don't know. Well... Alright, I like the funky music here. I already love this place. How do you do, fellow? The allele bounces with important biological information, excited to pass it all on. Here is where we make instructions. Instructions for everything. Everything that has happened to you, everything you have ever done, it was all decided here. Surprisingly soft and jelly-like. Yeah, what is that? Gate control. Empty syringe. An empty syringe used for collecting DNA samples. The allele feels like it should feel bad, but doesn't. Oh god damn it, these sentient teratomas clog up the pipes every once in a while. It really makes things annoying to get around. Hey, grab that syringe and get a sample of its DNA. Then we might be able to do something about this. The allele feels like it has better things to be doing. Yep. Just gonna take that. Filled syringe. Container full of valuable DNA information. Don't drop it. And you're not gonna even tell me what I should do. Fat lot of help you are. Ah, 2 paths lay before me. The allele is actively hereditarily malicious. DNA is the greatest curse we have ever thought up. You should have seen people before DNA. Let me tell you, we could not let that last. Cancer in motion. Are you something that'll kill me? The old progeny pulsates and shivers tenderly. I am the origin who decides how you will decay. I've got a collection of wonderfully flawed chromosomes that I've put together for you. I've put a lot of thought into this. The least you could do is be grateful. You can't blame me. I'm only working with the instructions I received. The origin point squishes and shakes. Well, thank you for determining my death. Unlocked. You're you. Data or something. Dala? I don't know. Yep, I was going to say it would be quite something if there were projectile enemies in this. Die! Can I repel these? Nope, I cannot. I tried to aim right there and could not do it, unfortunately. You things look like you're in misery. Unfortunately, I have no ways to free you from that torture, so... Lighter. Alright, nice. Nice meeting ya. Are there any other signs around here that I should be reading? DNA library. Learn here. Test your DNA here. Want to know your place? You know what I do? Am I a superior human being? Am I average? You look like a mess. Unfortunately, that thing was not. Insert DNA sample. I'm guessing. Healthy DNA, TCGA. I guess that's on my screen forever now. Thank you for leaving a fish hook with that on me. Ah, another one of you. You will not stop my crusade. Although I haven't seen the green key yet, so... The Allele feels happy to have such a strong sense of duty. You'd almost think someone actually told them to do this. It ain't easy coming up with new instructions every day. We've got to stay creative for what's gonna happen to everyone, and that is a lot of work. I'm not complaining, though. That's the job we were given, the job that we were born to do. Hard to hold still. You feel like the Allele's information is seeping into your own, so you let it go. Are you something to kill? The old progeny holder swings and dangles precariously. I am the origin who will decide how you will suffer. Would you like a blood clot disorder? A brain that doesn't work? It's up to me to decide that, and that's an important job. Thank you very much. If you can think of a better system, I'd like to see you try. Imagine not suffering in life. Alright, 3 unlock systems. Why does that button sound so familiar? Aha, this time it's trying to be sneaky. Oh, is that a cannon that's going to blow this thing to smithereens? Alright. TCGA. That didn't do anything. Hey, so you got the DNA sample, right? Good, good. And that means that we can cook something that'll really hurt this clot. It's just a matter of finding the right corruption, eh? Oh, I needed to actually put something in that? Oh wait, no, there is the, yeah, this area here. I didn't actually explore it all the way. Two. Oh, station 2. Nothing. You can't ambush me. I've learned. The allele is happy to have a photographic memory. With so much time passing, it can be really hard to remember the diseases and things we've created, so we keep it all here in case we forget. Clay and yet easily depressed. Ah, nice. DNA is fun to manipulate, but can also be unstable. When creating a DNA strand, the genetic code must follow this rule to be stable. Nucleotides must be properly transcribed to their proper partner to create a stable codon. G is bonded to C and vice versa. A is bonded to T and vice versa. A mismatch here will lead to corruption. The more mismatched, the more genetically unstable the host body will become. So be careful, you don't want to cause a mess. Remember, your genetic code input must contain one of these, each of these. No duplicates are allowed. Guanine bonds to cytosine, and adenine bonds to thymine, or thymine, whichever one you want to, you know. Whether or not you pronounce the TH like a, well, I guess a th, or like a T. Alright, should be simple enough. So A, G, C, T. Maybe it's the other way around? Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I read that wrong. Ah, nice work on the malignant DNA. Good thing that's over. You made sure that the injection was local, right? No witnesses. We can't have any witnesses. Okay, well. What did you do? You injected something into the primordial information, didn't you? It's all dying. It's all spreading and dying. There's no more DNA. There's no more instructions. Oh God, what do we do? The allele is rotting from the inside out. The allele feels thin and wavering. It's cold to touch. Hey, an egg. Look, this isn't going to be my problem later on down the line, so... we can descend even further into the depths. Public schools... Oh yeah, I think I read this already. I can't... That's the thing, I played the original, so I can't tell if I read this already or didn't. The symbols. Have you ever tried asking... Okay, yep. vending machine whirs back at you in an agreeable manner. The exit, you say? The temple. I don't know what's here, but... Hello there. The symbol person is thinner than a single atom. Feels like tissue paper and static electricity. The symbol person moves and dances as if they are older than writing. We are not convinced of you. You do not seem to understand anything. These doors will open for you once you come to understanding with this world and what makes it. Interesting. This isn't a maze, is it? That would be a bit of a pain. Okay, alright. I don't want to hit it, but... I get the feeling I can't kill that thing. Oh, it's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. And you know what? I could probably just walk right by it. I don't have to kill everything, you know. Look, just because it wants to incinerate me doesn't mean I have to kill it. What are you? Kind of sounds like the theme that plays in the transient locations. I wonder if you're the origin of this. I am the paragon of flesh. I used to fly over the lands, invigorating the muscles and sinew of the world. Do you know the meaning of the flesh? The meat is our soul's given anchor. The paragon is ancient and floats in the place sadly. It has seen billions of years worth of death and life. The paragon feels surprisingly silky to the touch. Its surface feels almost permeable. I can't kill you with this, can I? You finally understand flesh. Paragon key. It's not actually a key, but an important component to life. I wasn't expecting to actually kill you, you know. Ah, thank goodness there's a teleporter. I wasn't sure if I'd have to go past the Iron Shakespeare there. Wait a minute, is this actually... No, it's not. What is this? The balm of life. I guess that's just in case you didn't pick up all of the syringes and you ended up getting a lot of damage, so... Oh god, what is that? Hey, actually not that creepy, now I think about it. I am really having an over-dramatic reaction to all of these things. They're not that scary in the grand scheme of things. Alright, the last one was the Paragon of Flesh. What are you? The Paragon is one of the oldest. It is made up of the younger Paradons. Paragon existed before the others, and they are its parents. The Paragon is something that cannot be destroyed with a thought, but can be destroyed with a hammer. I am the Paragon of people. People are where it all comes together. Every layer builds upon layers and becomes a single person. Those layers can now look back on former layers and comprehend them. People are the most important aspect. They form the others. You finally understand people. I'm getting the sense that some of you are a bit arrogant. And I see that thing off in the distance there. That thing is just eager to bash me in with its white orbs. Or not. Sila moves and gesticulates. Wiry and full of fuzz of an unknown alloy. Tutor, tutor, tutor. There's a planet within one other place. When realms come together and are forced into a round shape, we enter a later phase of a world. Ba-da-da-da-da. Na-na-na-na. Ba-da-da-da-da. Na-na-na-na. Ba-da-da-da-da. For the love of good things, please tell me that is not bare breasts that my eyes would lay upon. Okay, you know what? Maybe I could... Because it doesn't have any defining features, so it could be just like a statue. Well, I mean, it is a statue, but... I mean, was there any... Oh. I guess it would be you? A one-way street, I see. The matter is created of 4 aspects. 4 aspects made from the original 2 thinkers. With these 4 aspects, they harness their raw energy, violence into the world. The symbol person is full of information. Rather, the symbol person is the information. The symbol person is barely even a thought. Well, I imagine there's something here that wants to kill me. Like that thing that looks like a molten enemy. You're gonna try to blow me up? Feels like a spoken word that you've long forgotten. The Gut Mom has an encyclopedic knowledge of the soul DNA of every living being on the planet. There was a time where the Paragons floated gently over the sulfur plains, a time before humans, a time before Thraits. Which implies that the Thraits got here before we did, which I guess would make sense considering what the one Thrait woman said. Really? Even here? You dare? I am about to die. This is nice. I'm feeling as refreshed as a Coca-Cola on a summer day. Alright, what are you? The Paragon is younger than the others, but feels far more ancient in its own mind. Relatable. The Paragon is slightly rough to the touch. I am the Paragon of concepts. Concepts give birth to symbols. Symbols give birth to concepts. Without each other, they're worthless. You are a collection of flesh concepts. Now I can understand the concepts. Oh, that's right. Hold on a second, I need to inject some stuff straight into my veins. Oh, I haven't been here yet. I don't think, anyway. Either that or just didn't notice you. We are living symbols. We were born of one of the four aspects, the deepest aspect. This makes us the guardians of this world. We will decide what goes through, what comes to pass. It is our right. The symbol person gracefully flutters in a way that makes you really angry. The symbol person is rugged and wet and feels like a cave wall and air at the same time. And yet you will die all the same. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, I see. It's an AoE. Oh, okay, almost got... Oh, well, I didn't have to get hit by that, but I just walked right into it. I like dolphins. Weird, fleshy, walking bipedal dolphins. I see I can only smack it in its belly. Unfortunately, the head is not a critical weak point. Yeah, that seems about right. Like, there's no way that this is not just an instant death, right? Warmth. The gut mom is swirling and beautiful. The seasons go round and round, but what gives birth to them? The trees climb into the sky, but what gives birds to them? Okay, if I take one more step, I should be in the clear, right? I feel like one of those is off tempo. Alright, what are you? What are you the paragon of? The paragon is flashing in a way you cannot see with your eyes, a blink of information in your deep cortical nerve. The paragon is squishy and full of numbers. I am the paragon of symbols. I feel the geometry of the world and the mathematical crash that appears behind me. Colors and shapes, lines and curves, the digital meat stuff that makes you up. Read it and weep, kill me to learn. Now you'll finally understand symbols. And I did indeed weep. I didn't even notice that one. What are these supposed to be? And there's actually someone all the way up there that I have yet to talk to. Yeah, you actually are paper thin. Ah, it is beautiful, isn't it? You'll gain an appreciation when you're old enough. We are formed of art. Art is formed of us. Can you think of anything higher? The symbol person is raw, but in a way that isn't strong. The symbol person looks awfully twee for a character with no face. Is there a purpose for me being able to go up here? The symbol person is judging you silently and out loud. The symbol person is barely even a thought. A usurper here in the oldest part of the kingdom. Ha! What a joke. You could never weave a story like that. You could never create something like this. A true monarch would never be ugly, like you. Yeah, well, you know what? True monarch would also not be dead, like you. Did I really walk all this way just for a red violin to get insulted? Interesting, it's letting me walk over here. Aha, I knew that there had to be something here. Okay. And I thought I had learned my lesson from the last time I got ambushed. Any more gang squads here? Anyone else? Ah, it's over here. Was there always someone there? How did I miss you? The symbol person feels like the bad electricity. The symbol person is grinding on the inside of their blood. This is your worst part. In that deep part behind your pituitary gland, that part that you try to hide, the part that crushes your chest in and seizes your lungs. We have commodified and gallerized it for special viewing of the general public. Welcome to hell. That reminds me of the mouth-washing symbol. And that thing's adorable right there. Profound art. Alright, I've gained an understanding of all of your concepts. Look, I'm just saying you didn't have to block the way. Surely they would have known that I had accomplished all of the concepts. The final egg. I'm assuming it's the final egg. I am curious if this is going to end similarly to how the original ended. And that this, it just kind of added more stuff to it before that. Ah, the entrance. Let's just go right into it. The real JFK's then aborted fetus was found by the Department of Justice in 2006. I'm falling. I feel like it's been coming for a while, but it never does. Deeper into the earth, deeper into dirt and rock and veins and sinew. Real world tip. There was a Mariana Trench under every town. I'm glad that they kept that sort of looking paralleling the beginning of the game. Now the real question is, are there horrible things down here that want to kill me? Feels tough like beef jerky. The girl structure floats happily. You are silent. Feels tough like beef jerky. I know that there wasn't any reason to kill it, but... if that's all you have... None of you have any riveting conversation, so... Now the real question is, would the developer put, because I believe it was one developer, would they put a key in the last level? Hopefully not. Now this is vastly different, for it was just a great white void with something in the center. Behold the throne of the queen, and upon it the sacred dermis which she shed when entering her great metamorphosis. Step lightly, this is a hallowed place. The great woman looks with reverence at the empty shell. The three elders too focused for your little games. Is there actually stuff that can kill me? What is this? Oh, yeah, this is, the center of the earth. Wow, it just looks so cool. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before. This used to just be a white void, but now look at it. Really feels as if I'm like, I don't know, I'm about to ascend into a higher life form. Reach the center. Awaken! This is it, the life meat of the world. I see it, and I somehow know exactly what to do. Finger movement and speaking, words I know but have never heard. A warmth, a love, I will make you anew, born to flesh from ash and clay. There you are, my wonderful child. This world has been changed, it has been twisted into something it is not. It will change more. Perhaps that is inevitable. Let us awaken your siblings. There are no secrets now. I say everything within my domain. Thank you, dear helmet. You are perfect in every way, baby. I'm feeling pretty good. Leave this hole and never look back. That smug face as we become, I guess, the god of the world now. So yeah, there is a song at the end, which I'll be quiet for. Nice. Forbidden location. Okay. I remember this place. This leads to an epilogue. It kind of looks largely the same. Doesn't have the... interesting. It doesn't have the stars like it did in the original. The Goldman 4, the brilliant interstellar phenomenon lighting up our skies. I don't feel that I need to introduce you to the Goldman 4. The interstellar phenomenon that has been making headlines for the last month. One only has to look to the skies to see the bizarre sight. 4 billion lights leading what looks like a trail of absolute darkness across the night sky. The phenomenon has elicited all sorts of reactions, from wonder to outright panic. Many religious leaders have pointed to the Cauldron 4 as a sign of jubilation or of the end times to come. But what are they really? The answer is, we really don't know. The Cauldron 4 were first discovered on January 16th, 2021 by Harris Caldman, a worker at the Green Bank Observatory in Green Bank, West Virginia. At the time, they were characterized as a set of several superheated interstellar objects moving through space at speeds previously unheard of. What of that dark space behind them? Though it might look as if the stars have simply disappeared, leading scientists have assured that these stars are all most likely still there, but their light has been absorbed and hidden from us by way of a phenomenon known as Heath-Knightdale absorption. Light is absorbed into the trail of the Cauldron 4 and expelled out at the sides known as the photon edge. Beautiful view of the Cauldron 4 as they race through the sky, showing off the extreme Heath-Knightdale absorption behind it. Ah, there it is. The demon eyes. The Cauldron 4. Almost comparable to the Yakuza 4. Oh, okay. Last time it immediately brought you straight to the epilogue. Actually, I lied. Last time it didn't do that. It changes that to exit. Save, because I want to know if this is still the same. Connection to subject lost. Checking alternative subject. Alternative subject found. Time to wake up. A nail? Another miserable day in the city. You. Nice to meet you. I do say, my good sir, your face seems to have broken and become abstracted. No matter, it happens to the best of us. We have more important things at hand. I am the king of all dogs, and I bring you a very important warning. Look to the skies, do you not feel it? When you set your eyes upon the bloody earth above, do you not see it? Something terrible has awoken. Soon it will descend upon the landscape and bring about utmost destruction. I must beseech you, you must put an end to it. Only you have the power to do so. I know a business-minded individual like yourself will have no problem figuring this out. We must make haste. I have some associates that I will introduce to you right away. Come along now, there's no time to lose. Now, is there actually stuff, or is it just open-ended? Oh. Gameplay tip. There's too little time to wait for results. Act and see what happens. Real-world tip. You will never get ahead in life if you doubt yourself for even one moment. What is this place? Hello, everyone. I have made it to the meeting. Dog hair sticks badly to velvet gloves. You will refrain from petting the dog. The king of all dogs has a smarmy air of confidence, a real boardroom kind of canine. He has full skills for getting forward in life. I apologize for this arbitrary holdup. I spoke to my compatriots earlier and told them all that we would be meeting at this exact time. but they aren't here. Would you go look for them? Once you find them all, we can continue to our place of meeting. Ah, so you're not going to show your true face just yet. That's fine. Perfectly fine. It gives me more time to take in the sights around here. I probably should have. I really hope this doesn't overwrite the save, because that's going to be a massive pain in the butt. Have to go through this entire game again, just... Oh! An ambush. I seriously don't know where you even came from. Interesting architecture. I'm assuming you're one of the compatriots? A handshake that flows through your hands. The woman wears a flowing cloak. Under the fabric, you can hear the sounds of taut, slick, leathery skin surfaces running against each other. Oh, hello. I've been expecting you. Tell me, do you prefer pythons or constrictors? There are so many kinds of snakes, each more wonderful than the last. Am I needed? I will head there now. I'm assuming that that is all, and that I do not need to, you know, do anything more to convince them. I must say, the soundtrack for this is really on point. So what are we going to do, though? Is there going to be like a big boss fight? Don't tell me I'm going to have to be the only one saving the world here. Or worse, am I going to have to become the king? The king to the queen, I guess. But I haven't even gotten my ham bang bang sandwich. Trying to get a good look at it. The daughter. A surprisingly firm handshake. The child smiles at you. There are more folds under their eyes than there should be. Everyone loves puppets, especially puppets themselves. Oh good, it's you. I was getting so bored here. I'll meet you there. Hehe. By the way, what do you think about puppets? Well, last time I got smacked with my own moves. A world-renowned liar. So yeah. Don't exactly... Oh yeah, also my wife got turned into one. I almost forgot about that. So... yeah, don't exactly have a high opinion of puppets. The Avrin scout stands tall. He is imposing and strong, though he doesn't exude a threatening aura. The Avrin scout is too proud to be touched. Be careful, as the storm is brewing. I can feel it in my carapace. That's a great evil hanging over the land. Tava, may the king watch over you. The Avrin scout rests. There's no time for rest in a place like this. Perhaps this hunter is a fool in spite of his appearance. The Avrin scout is too proud to be touched. Ah, I know you. You're that human we saw at the hotel. What are you doing all the way out here? This place isn't safe for someone like you. I'm assuming those are not my associates that I will be, I guess, facing the world-ending terror. Why even have that? Why even have that? There's no point in that being there. A soft, touching handshake that lingers longer than you would like. The man stands taller than you. He has a smug look on his face that makes your skin crawl. A flower is a very special thing. Its beauty is captivating, and yet it brings a stench of death. A deadly poison. Ah, what kind of flower can I give to you, sir? Ah, the dog wants me? I'll be there. I'm just appreciating the ideality of the flowers that bloomed here. I've returned, reluctantly, with these compatriots of yours. Alright, would you mind explaining why you had me come all the way out here in the middle of nowhere? What is that? Oh my goodness! Aw, you had me excited for a moment. Third-person mode unlocked. Press this button in your inventory to activate third-person mode. I'm assuming, though, that it is maybe something in the works? This could also just be... Game Maker's Toolkit did a video on it. Was it Game Maker's Toolkit? No, it wasn't him. It was someone else, but someone did a video on games that doesn't tell you about the sequel. It's not advertised, it's just, here's the game, and there's a whole load of sequels. It's sort of a meta thing, you know? The Aberrant Location. Broken Locale. A special shower. This isn't a prison, is it? Surely there's something more to this than just... Oh, well, if I actually had enough spatial awareness, I would have seen that. Hi. Yeah, I'll leave you to it. Sorry for disturbing your depression, Soak. Alright, is this one different? Of course it is. Nature. Oh, that actually sounds pleasant. You know, I instantly regret saying that. I wish I had not said anything at all. Oh, hello there. You were already touching the symbol. The symbol causes something inside you that you have felt since before you were even born. Blood, food, hungry, eat, need, run, fell, cut, open, warm, fell, want, grab, kill, find, screw, use, penetrate, teeth, sharp, touch, smell, taste, hair, rough, wet, cold, rip, look, hide, run, scream, terror, impulse. I cannot get rid of the avatar of nature, unfortunately. You know, my life was better before I came here. I see now that it was a horrible mistake to come to this place. Alright, here's the new area. What are you, the avatar of garbage? There's a face inside you that isn't yours. You gotten twisted up and covered in garbage by that face. I'm suffocating you because of all this trash, it just keeps piling up. There's a moist towelette that makes you feel clean in the other room. Go clean yourself up. Make yourself pretty. Alright. Thank you for telling me I have a garbage face, and that I'm ugly. Oh, down here. Okay. Alright. I faced many trials to get here, explored many secrets. This better be worth my time. Yep, I don't know about that. I looked at the wall today and felt like it was made of dirt. I could trace all of the patterns which crawled up the side of the drywall. It was only for a split second, but I wish I never saw that. The brain. We're back to normalcy. A blood moon rises. A fountain. Is that... Pa, is that you? Wait, nope, you're shorter than I thought. What's your name? Remember the distant past. Hey, give it back. What is it, some sort of metal stick? A nail. Oh, huh? It's my nail. I need it, so give it. A nail? What can you do with a nail? I like hammers better. It's better than a hammer. I can build stuff with it. Now give it back. Ha! You're so funny. What's your name? Not gonna tell you. Bleh. Tell me or I'm not gonna give it back. Mercury. That's a funny name. Here, catch. I'm Venus. Let's be friends. Aw, don't make that face. I'm sorry. Say, you got a funny face. You're mean. Come on, let's be friends. I'll show you a secret. A secret? How to catch dragonflies. They're the coolest bug ever. Beetles are cooler. Beetles? Lame. No way are they cooler. Haha, Mercury likes beetles. A beetle could beat your little dainty dragonflies any day. Yeah, right. Show me then. Bring it on. Is this going to be like bug battle? Is that what this is leading up to? A giant bug battle at the end of everything? Wait, what? No. Well, I mean, I could believe it if it ended off there, but... Ah, new aberrant location. Okay, what is this horrible place? The spiral. Hand of the father, hand of a mother, heart of a child, mind of a demon. Ah, yeah, far out, dude. What's this? Like, this is just so random. What am I even looking at? Oh, well, they're all happy, so... who am I to judge? Have I been to this one yet? An ancient future place. Here the paradox lies. Well, if that's not just making it very obvious who those characters are. Man, the lore of this though is just so... I am not quite sure what to make of it, to be honest. I remember a while ago seeing some theories floating about that, like, you know, this is all just like a hallucination. You know, but, I mean, with all of this new stuff being added, it's like, is it really? Is it actually? So that was Psychopomp GOLD. I'm going to refer to the main characters as Venus and Mercury. I personally believe that
they are Venus and Mercury beyond the shadow of a doubt.
So, the story is really strange. Like, I remember a theory floating around back, I guess maybe soon after I first played the original version, that like this was all inside Venus's head. She's basically going delusional. This is all maybe like a fever dream of some sort, but after playing this and seeing, you know, the new stuff, especially more on Mercury's side, it's like, I don't know, I don't buy that this would be like a dream or delusion. I'd like to think that this is all actual stuff that's happening, and that we are going to maybe have like a... I'm guessing if Venus turns into a dragonfly, and maybe Mercury turns into a giant beetle, and then they both battle it out, maybe destroying both planets at the same time? I don't know. It's very weird. The narrative in this is extremely intriguing, and I do love that it can sort of be left up to interpretation. Like, you can interpret it one way, like this is all delusion, or you can interpret it another way, and there's actual... At least I can see there being evidence for either argument. And I really enjoy games that, I guess, can have such huge, deep narrative depth to it. Not that I'm a person that studies the narrative of video games on a daily basis, but it's enjoyable. It reminds me of several games where it kind of does this. Like Undertale, or Inscription, or other games like that, where yes, there's like a main storyline, but there's like so many subtle things that can really impact the narrative. And we just aren't given a clear-cut answer. Like, we have to go and discover that for ourselves, come up with our theories, and maybe the developer gives us an answer. Maybe that gets left unanswered on purpose, just to sort of, I don't know, add charm to it. But it's also on that same note, because of that Psychopomp 2, that might not actually be something that'll ever exist, ever. It could have just been like sort of a, I don't know, prank in a way. Like, oh, there is going to be a Psychopomp 2, but not actually. It's just the game is meant to sort of have like a very vague narrative depth to it. And while I think it would be a shame to not make a Psychopomp 2 and, basically have more of this because it's such an enticing world, I can understand if it's just left as is, just kind of left on an open-ended ending. What comes to mind is a developer on itch.io that was making a visual novel. And I do have it on, I guess sort of like the backlog. I'm not sure if I'll end up playing it because, well, visually it looks fantastic, and I believe it is like a pretty good visual novel, at least from what I've seen in replies. The developer did express their wish that, like, they didn't want to work on it anymore, they weren't going to do any, or maybe at least put it on hiatus, because they didn't want to be known only for that work. So unfortunately, my memory fails me in other, I guess, more popular series where it's like, you're kind of only known for that work. You can't branch out because everyone, your audience, will just say, why aren't you making more of this series? You should only make more of this series. And you kind of end up getting pigeonholed into it. You're not able to expand your creativity, make other stories. And I feel like that would more depend on just how the fandom is, Some fandoms are really nice, and that sort of turns into a feedback loop of like, oh, the fandom really likes this, they're really nice. I'm going to continue this series, I'm going to make more on it. And, try to give it a satisfying ending instead of like other series where it just kind of goes on forever and ever, and there's just more stuff added to it and the story just kind of goes to the wayside. But on the opposite side, though, it can also end up killing an entire series. Because the fandom just kind of gets really toxic, really needy, a lot of complaining, like, how come you're not doing more of this? Don't do anything else, you only should make more Psychopomp. And that kind of can kill the creative drive, which then, can lead to like a very rushed ending, or maybe just no ending at all. The developer or storyteller really just decides to call it quits. They just end up finding that it's too much, and then they decide not to do anything about it. But yeah, aside from that, I've already talked at length of just, I love the art style. The art style of this game is fantastic. God, I don't even care if it's Psychopomp. It doesn't have to be Psychopomp. If the developer decides to make an entirely different series with a similar style, I'd be all for it. I will eat that up in a heartbeat. Okay, maybe not a heartbeat, assuming that I'm not busy at the time, but yeah, overall the gameplay is fine. It's very simplistic, just you killing stuff with a hammer, or finding secrets with a hammer. And as for the music, the music is spot on. The music is really, really good, really sets the tone, really makes for an immersive experience, like, goodness. And yeah, I can't really think of anything else. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and wherever you are, I wish you a good day, evening, or night, and stay safe, everyone.